Isolation Nation. I hope in a moment you're about to be a little bit less isolated on account of the beginning of a show known as the Social Distancing Social Club. I'm Ben Glebe. I'm about to introduce you to one who introduces you to others, and it leads to a chain of hosts. If now the steps of order have been completely conveyed, and you do agree to participate in the show today, just sign this waiver. A small chance of severe bodily injury. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the second triceratops of the three-legged tripod that makes up the tricycle. It is Steve Hofstetter.
Hey Ben, how are you?
I'm great, buddy. You?
I honestly I'm a little bit bummed today. I got my 23andMe results back. I found out I'm 99.1% Ashkenazi Jewish, which means I'm 0.4% below being able to get a space laser. And I've been wanting that space laser for a while, and I don't get to have it.
I get it, dude. You can borrow my family's space laser. That's the way I manscaped since day one.
Anyway, welcome to the show. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube, throw in those Facebook stars, all that stuff. We always appreciate the PayPals and the Venmos the most. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of space lasers, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I thought when you took that DNA test, it just showed you were that 100% that bitch, but I guess.
Oh, no. That's later on in the health section.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you really, Steve? 99.9% Ashkenazi?
99.1. 99.1%.
Wow.
The other 0.9% is 5% French and or 0.5% French and German, and 0.4% Mexican.
Wow.
Yeah, less than 0.5%. It's a very small part of me, I guess.
Wow, dude. That's Mexican, French, and German.
Mexican, French, German is less than 1%, so it's not really.
I would have only guessed the German part out of that.
Wait, what did you eat before you took the test?
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I did have a French burrito, so.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a burrito with French fries.
And did you yell at yourself for the calories afterwards? Don't eat calories!
Yes.
Let's go back to this burrito with French fries in it. Tell me about that. That slowly through that process, please.
Doesn't that sound good?
That sounds really good. I made a burrito with pizza rolls in it. And that might be the highest thing I've ever cooked in my life.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It was really good. I took mozzarella cheese and then some pizza sauce and pepperoni, and then put pizza rolls on it and rolled it all up and put it.
Did you put other pizza rolls inside the pizza rolls though, or did you put a burrito in the pizza roll in the burrito?
Steve, you can't open up pizza rolls. That doesn't even make any sense.
That's true.
All right.
Last night,
I'm not high yet. It's not episode 200.
Last night I got high. I ate edibles. Carmel and I had some edibles, and I could not stop eating. Like, I don't usually get munchies that bad, but it was nuts. I had.
I'm sorry. What?
All you have is munchies. You
get all right. Introduce Jared, by the way.
Yeah, well, Queen Rachel's not here today, but Queen Jarrett is here, and he knows he has to work, so we're excited.
I've got a lot of things to say about what's going on here with munchies and French fry burritos. French fry burritos, that's my jam, man. French fry burritos. Also,
that's your jam band? French fry burritos playing this week at the Roxy.
No, they're not ready for the Roxy yet.
Basically. But we're all adults. I am petitioning for once you're an adult, you don't call it the munchies anymore. You call it, by its technical term, hyperphagia.
Ooh, I like that. It makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah,
so
when my fiance comes home and I'm eating Fruit Loops with gummy bears in it, watching cartoons, I say, I am experiencing hyperphagia.
That's a great idea. I had such bad hyperphagia, guys. I had an entire package of Hanukkah gelt. I had 2 little chocolates from this chocolate box. I was given these artisanal chocolates. I then had a popsicle. I then had an entire half a pack of mochi. I then had a bunch of popcorn, and then I was still so hungry that I had cheese right before bed, Swiss cheese, and then I got in the bedroom and saw a pair of red scissors, but the angle I looked at it, I saw the 2 loops, and it reminded me of grapes, and I wanted grapes.
I gotta say, Ben, that is pretty impressive that you had Hanukkah gelt, because usually that lasts for 1 day, but it's a miracle. You made it last for 50. It's been 50 days since Hanukkah.
Because I'm 100,000% Ashkenazi Jew. I don't know what kind of Jew I am. I always forget that between the 2 names. I always forget which one I am.
You just described you eating on a show normally. Like none of us were phased by that.
I
You
normally
might have
eat
been hyperphagiaed, but we were not.
Yesterday I had pizza and then I had 2 handfuls of Cheetos. Are we just naming stuff we ate yesterday? What about now?
I normally don't eat on the show because I'm
Eating
stoned.
something right now as you tell this story.
It's a drink. It's a drink.
We had an overnight game. We'll stop the what Ben ate last night for the overnight game, which was Sell Canada. So what's the slogan you could use to sell Canada to people not from Canada? So Frank Berman had Canada, our flag looks like weed. Hayden Master had Canada, bordering on insanity. I thought that was funny.
Oh, that's great.
And Beryl had Canada insurrection-free since 1838. I like that one.
I like that a lot. I just thought of one. Canada, just don't fly our air.
Yeah, that was on there about 8 times. I didn't pick any of those, but
All right. That said, today's game, it's a classic. We're bringing it back, and I'm very excited about it because it was so much fun last time. So obviously, Wall Street has been going crazy. You've been seeing what's been in the news. And so today we are going to do another round of Cocaine Shark Tank. So the way this works is pitch us your best 1-sentence business idea that a cokehead came up with, as if you're on Shark Tank, but a cokehead. Okay, so examples. While everyone else is buying GameStop, we just invest in Pogs. Fake $100 bills that are actually $1 bills, so it looks like you're using 100, but it's actually just a 1 in case you lose it. Or instead of hand mirrors, what if they were full size? So take your best cocaine Shark Tank pitch.
you can do a lot of cocaine off a full-size mirror too. I don't know if you know that.
That's what I'm saying. A cokehead would be very excited about this. So take your best cocaine Shark Tank pitch. Make sure to keep it brief. Cokeheads do not have much of attention span. So take your best cocaine Shark Tank pitch and put it in the chat on any of our feeds, our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, or our Facebook. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, what you do is you contribute it with at least a $5 tip on our Super Chat, our Venmo, or our PayPal, and we'll read those at the end. We'll play some cocaine Shark Tank.
I think your voice just you just sped up. You talked way faster because you were talking about cocaine. I think I don't know.
Yes. I got contact high from the idea.
You flew through that.
I love the idea of contact high from cocaine.
If someone blows on the mirror too much.
Yeah. If you're in Play It Again, Sam.
What?
It's a Woody Allen classic. There's a great scene where he gets nervous on a date and he sneezes into the cocaine and it goes everywhere and the record flies. It's one of the great bits of physical comedy ever, and I should have maybe explained that, but okay.
Oh yeah, no. Everyone would have gotten that reference. That's a reference everyone would. Like, for instance, if Jared had just come on the show and been like, I have hyperphagia right now, we all would have understood without him explaining it. That's
Yeah, because we're all doctors and scientists.
Exactly right.
Munchies? Is that what that hyperphagia means? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's basically the munchies.
Oh,
Yep.
Hyperphagia is the munchies.
Or if somebody opened the show with a specific DNA test result of a regional Jewish sect that people are supposed to get. We all have our problems, you know?
I'm sorry, Ben. Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you think that people have never heard the term Ashkenazi Jew?
I will be honest. I'd never heard that term till one of our comics was talking about it.
Most people have not heard that. Yes.
I'd never heard that word before this show.
Okay. It's still. Were you unaware that it was a modifier of the word Jewish when I said I'm Ashkenazi Jewish? Were you thinking that Ashkenazi meant not?
No, I knew it.
To be honest, I thought Ashkenazi made those overalls little kids wear, but I.
No, that's Ashkenazi.
Video front row, please turn on your cameras and join the fun. This is our friends, beginning with Taminator, Timothy Brown. What does her background say? Potato Head 69. Who is that?
Top 5 richest people: Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Bernard Arnault, and Potato Head 69. That is a reference to the Reddit people taking down Wall Street, which is Ben. So this week,
I know. This week, a bunch of Ashkenazi Jews messed up the stock market. I get it.
Oh no, Ashkenazi Jews got the space laser. That was separate. That was a different thing.
I'm opening an Ashkenazi Jewish manscaping business called Space Laserwitz Incorporated. Thank you, Leedy, because it was a bad joke and I needed a laughter there. Thank you very much.
Shame, Leedy, shame.
Frank Berman's here, everybody. Frank Berman is here, serving a perfect transition for me to get out of that weird joke I made. Leedy Corbin is here. God bless you, Leedy. You're doing God's work. Bill Thompson is here with us with the Canadian weed flag.
That is the official flag of the city of Vancouver. Nicely done, Bill.
Is it?
No, it's just that's where a lot of weed comes from. Do you know things?
This early, buddy, not this early. We got Cass here. Cass is with us. Hello, Cass. I've never been up this early before. We got Brad Clark.
We can tell.
We got Abby with us by a roaring fire. Hopefully you got chestnuts hanging out there as well. Nope, no chestnuts for Abby. That's bad news, but we'll make it better. Rob is here with the Isolation Nation shirt. Good to see you, Rob. We got Hayden, Graphics Master LeMaster is with us. Hello, sir. We've got Anna Hood. Is that a lamp now? And you're back on your set with the map, and you got a light so you can identify different parts of the world. Did you know that Ashkenazi Jews come from Space Laser? Tina's here! Tina from New Zealand is with us. Great to see you, Tina. We've got Marissa Mayrick joining us. Hello, hello. Knitting something, I guess? Quilting. We've got Gretchen Eastman joining us from the Eastman Kodak Theater. What did Marissa say? Marissa, what?
Probably made fun of one of your jokes.
Crochet.
Yep. She just said a word that's never existed. Okay. We got Frank Notaro's joining us, you guys. Well, that was like the beginning of a sitcom. He fully pulled the turnaround like, hey. We got Curtis Mason joining us from down low. Hello, Curtis. We've got Dan Graves in the house. What up, DG? We've got Meg Begley Jr. up in here, still with that gift that she'll never open in the background. And Patrick Yoakley from the car. Gotta love it.
Chasing a storm as we speak.
Yep. And maybe he's also rocheting or whatever bullshit Marissa made. That's the video front row.
Welcome everybody. We already got some tips coming in. Some of them are game entries, but we got one from the Bunst. Throws in a tip and says, "Princess Jarrett, so glad you know you're working today."
I would also like to say for the record that I thought Ashkenazi was the first and last name of a Jewish magician. The
I
amazing.
also think, until he starts reading tips, I think it's on the fence whether he knows he's working today. I don't know that.
We also have two great comics with us as always. Jen Saunderson is back. Jen, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm here from a cat tree. Cat tree.
Oh. And Dave Williamson is back. How you doing, Dave?
Hey guys, I woke up to do this show. Hey, all right, I got a standing ovation. Calm down, everybody. I'm starving because I just woke up to do this show, and then you guys are talking about pizza roll bagels or burritos and everything, making me even more hyper fascic or whatever that word is. And,
It's hyper fascist.
Hyper fast chick. You're hyper fast chick.
hyper fascist. Yeah, don't say you're hyper fascist these days. That'll get you in big time trouble.
Oh man, I get hyper fascist every time I smoke weed, man.
That'll get you kicked out of the comment section real quick around here, guys. All right. Hey, it reminded me that I was well into my 20s before I learned the phrase low blood sugar. I was dating my wife, and she told me one day, she's like, "I'm really sorry I'm acting this way. I just have low blood sugar." And I was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck does that mean?" I thought I had to take her to the hospital or something. And then I found out she was just hungry, and I was like, that's a fucked up way to say that you're hungry. I was like terrified that something was wrong. But anyway, it's good to be here. I've had
Nice. We got anything to catch up on, Jerry? We got any tips coming in for you?
Nothing so far. Just my one joke about Ashkenazi being a magician. So that's all we got.
Actually, we have another Venmo coming in from the Bunts. Says, I'm 99% Northern European, Scots, Irish, Norse, French, English, German, and I'm 1% African. I'm a mutt. Wow, Dana, your ancestors got the fuck around.
It sounds
I don't
like they're
know.
looking for their parents.
And we're all in one place.
I don't know if you guys ever looked up the descendancy of Glebe, but I come from Herman Glebe, who was a famous vampire bat, and that's kind of part of my background. You know what I mean?
You're going to be amazed by this, Ben, but I have never looked up your ancestry. That's not something I've ever
For a second, you actually did say that. You never looked up Uranus. You said, I never looked up Uranus, Ben. Play the audio back, Lee.
I was trying to say anus, and then I realized I shouldn't. I switched it to ancestry.
Which we all know, by the way, is a lie.
Hey, that's how they're trying to find COVID now in China's anus. So it's just doing his part.
It's also a good place to find Coke. Bowers will look anywhere.
Ben, is it on your mother's side or your father's side that you're part bat?
I don't really like the answer that Herman Glebe is our descendant. I mean, it's
Ancestor?
my dad. What's that?
Are you? He's your descendant, and that's why you inherited. We gotta stop doing early shows on Saturdays, guys. I don't think.
I'm his descendant. I descend from.
Yeah. You said he's your descendant, which is not true. That'd make him your.
That's only when the history book is down at my knees. Reach down. I'm gonna mute myself.
He's doing this on purpose, guys. He doesn't want to do early shows anymore.
This is Ben doing. Is Ben doing the thing where like a kid? You're muting yourself. Is Ben doing the thing where like the parents are like, go wash the dishes, and the kid breaks a bunch of dishes so they never have to wash the dishes?
He's shrinking the
Brilliant
laundry.
move.
Idea.
Yeah, he's shrinking the laundry for sure right now. Is what he's doing.
Yeah, he's like, hey mom, here's your favorite sweater, and it's just like this little teeny thing. It's like, all right, we won't do fucking early shows on Saturdays anymore, Ben.
You're making fun of the fact that my mom's a very tiny person and was born with tryptophasia, then that's on you.
What?
My mom is this big. She's made of tryptophagia and tryptophan. After she eats turkey, yeah, she gets very sleepy, Jen. That's correct.
Turkey stuff. She's a tiny turkey. Ben's mom is a tiny turkey woman. It's a.
Yep.
By the way, Tiny Turkey Woman playing at the Roxy this Monday.
Love to get stuffed. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Jen doesn't want to be on screen for that joke.
The Jen didn't want to be on screen, but instead all Jen did was go to the corner of the screen.
That's how you know she doesn't approve.
My little dunce area.
Nobody puts Jen in the corner.
Because I got the baby. Sorry. No one puts baby in a corner.
Jen is now 11 months pregnant. How's it going?
Oh gosh, please don't wish that on me.
I'm kidding. How long's it been?
Over six
6
months.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm ready. I've been ready. Like second month, I was like, let's get him out, like, or her out. I should probably know that.
Well, yeah, it's been 11 months. I mean, so you should probably at this point.
Do you know, is it a boy or a girl?
Girl. Little
It's a
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
Amazing. Another Jen Saunderson coming in the world. That's wonderful.
Do you have a name picked out yet?
I do. Yeah, her name is Hadley. Her name is actually her grandmother's maiden name, and Hadley Joe.
Well, I couldn't do that because my grandmother's name was Shapiro. That would be a weird.
Oh.
Hey, this is my baby Shapiro. Like 99% Jewish, only 99%. 100.
I guarantee Jen's baby's coming out like this.
I mean, the amount that she's been cooking, it feels like it, because she can now she can hear everything. So I've been going on Twitter and just saying, like, give me ideas for songs and I'll play it on my belly. And everyone's like, how about Nine Inch Nails? Like,
Your baby's not kicking. That's a kickball change happening there.
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails is how you got pregnant in the first place. So
No one knows what that means.
You're not
No
sticking
one
that
knows
in
what
me.
that-
You're not sticking that finger in me. Use your penis instead.
no one knows what that means, Ben, except all the people who laughed at the joke.
I don't get the
And
joke.
groaned.
Can someone explain the joke to me?
The nails
He
are
has a
too long.
9-inch penis, so when he nails
No, not me. Not me.
I'm just saying, so he assumes all penises are 9 inches long, is what I'm saying. Like
This
that's
has become Maury. I did not want this show to become Maury.
By the way,
I have a dad picked out. We're in quarantine. It's very obvious.
By the way, story about naming babies. So my oldest sister is Orthodox, and so there's tradition that you're not supposed to say the name until after the bris. And so we kept asking what the baby's name was, and she wouldn't tell us. And my oldest sister is very much not in tune with popular culture at all. So we asked what the baby's name was, and she goes, "It is the same." She goes, "I'll give you a clue. It is the same as a famous stage name of a comedic actor." We're like, a famous stage name? And so we're like, we couldn't think of what the hell she was talking about.
Larry
so
the Cable Guy? Did they name it Larry the Cable Guy?
but I was like, okay, it's Slappy Kincaid. So we just started, because we were like, what stage name? So it's like, must be vaudeville. So we just started calling it Baby Slappy as a running joke. And then it turned out that the kid's name was, so finally we learned the name, and it's Danielle Yosef. And we're like, who the fuck is Danielle Yosef? And she goes, like DJ on Roseanne, the kid on Roseanne.
Oh my
We're like,
Oh no.
what in the fuck? We're like, never give anyone a clue to anything ever again. Never give directions.
Taylor gets in the chat that it would be called Baby the Cable Kid. When the rabbi finished the bris, he turned to everybody and goes, "That's bris, baby."
I'm more
I
of a.
spat all over the computer. I just spat
Wow, pregnant women are like llamas, I'm learning today.
You're pregnant. You're lucky it's just spit. You're lucky it's just spit.
Ooh, maybe your water broke. Is that how that works?
Her bottle water broke.
If you gave birth on SDSC, the tips would be through the roof. It would be insane.
Oh my God, we need to schedule that. When are you due? Let's get you scheduled.
Get out a remote situation.
April 18th.
There it is. We'll have you on the show. And
Welcome your doula. It's that dude in the chicken costume.
Back to Doula Bean.
He's a weirdly shaped doula. He's a doula oblongata.
I'm not gonna drink any water. I'm scared.
That is right around episode 250. That's a hell of a way to do it, guys.
That's
Episode
pretty
250, we're having a baby. Let's do this.
I want that kid doing at least a 5-minute set. Day one.
3 men and a little baby.
there you go.
Oh,
Aw, see, I made it nice.
that's really sweet. Typically, this show is 2 men and a little baby and Queen Rachel, but
Well, speaking of Jen, let's get to a set. Let's do this. We're caught up, right? Are we caught up?
Yeah.
Come to the stage right now. She's going to have her baby on this show 3 months from right now. Get her stage for everybody.
Hello, everybody. So awkward. So we all know I'm very pregnant. Anybody else oops themselves in a lifelong commitment during quarantine?
Uh-oh.
It's like, oh, everybody else is like, I'm gonna learn how to make sourdough, and my husband and I are like, I guess we'll learn how to make people. That's what we're gonna do. I'm excited because I think it's going to be very easy to find out who was a quarantine baby and who wasn't, because they're not going to have like little brass shoes. They're just going to have like little brass masks. Like, oh, remember when everything was a nightmare? Oh, so cute. But yeah, we're talking about me spitting earlier, which is so fun. I have been vomiting before every show. Like if you have seen me on any show, Since New Year's, I have vomited before that show. I'm in my 3rd trimester, but you wouldn't know it because I'm having all the symptoms of the 1st trimester. So fun. Because here I am trying to give somebody like the greatest gift, life. And their response is, cool, I'm going to heckle your dreams. That's not fair. But I realized that I did so many jokes a couple of years ago of not wanting to have any kids at all, and then I just kind of punked myself. So I just kind of want to have a little bit of a retort to those jokes. So when I'm over here, this is me 2019, carefree, having a savings account, no babies. Over here, it's 2021 and shit's getting real. So over here, 2019 Jen. I don't think babies are a miracle. When there's a billion of something, that's not a miracle. These are all actual jokes I used to do. You're over 35. We're in the middle of a pandemic and you're about to give birth with a mask. We're going to be cool with miracles for a minute. 2019. I mean, I'm not a miracle. I'm the result of a teen mom who trusted my dad, who couldn't dance, to somehow be able to figure out the rhythm method and not goof inside her. You need to call your mom. Like, you just, maybe apologize, or just like, you don't have to call it dad, but just your mom. Like, that's just. My sister's pregnant, so I got her maternity shirt with a baby picture on her stomach with the tagline, babies having babies. So now I'm not invited to the baby shower, which is a win, because no one wants to go to that. Nobody wants to buy something for someone that doesn't exist yet. Babies are hella expensive. Everyone on this show now is cordially invited to my baby shower, and attendance is mandatory. Everyone's expected to get a gift. Everybody. This is what's happening because it takes a village. Welcome to the motherfucking village. There are sign-up sheets in the back for babysitting because I'm going to want a break. That's now and before. So weird. I really feel like being in your 30s and pregnant is the closest you're going to feel to being in your 20s again, because your head is stuck by the toilet, just like it used to be. But now your weirdo roommate is inside of you calling the shots, just yelling like, we hate onions, but we love Funyuns. No follow-up questions. Can't wait to meet you. Seem nice. Being in your 20s and in your 30s pregnant is totally different. In your 20s, everyone's very kind and sheepishly trying to ask, like, hey, do you need me to take you to the clinic? But in your 30s, everyone's sheepishly trying to ask, hey, is this to save the marriage?
Oh.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to sit down now.
Got it, everybody. Jen Saunderson and her +1. If you'd like to tip, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com, of course. Super chat on the YouTube. Do all of that stuff. I do appreciate, by the way, because I've seen the gag from people of, you know, oh, the mic that's not plugged in. That was wonderfully low effort. That was like, seriously, like, oh, let me go get my mic that goes nowhere. Like, that was perfectly done.
It's a Bluetooth.
Yeah. Plugs right in. Also, I do. Oh, here's the dancing starts.
Dancing's back.
Dancing's back. And by the way, I do think that Chris Bowers should use the slogan, I put the fun in Funyuns. Okay.
I'm going to start saying I'm going to goofing people. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Dad?
I've never goofed anybody before. Maybe that's what I
Oh,
What What frustrates me is
You
that
haven't completed?
Yeah, it's usually complete outside. It doesn't matter.
what bothers me is that in Jen's house they refer to it as goofing in someone, and there's still sex in that house. Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm never gonna just say I'm just goofing around again. I'm never.
Ew, you made it gross. We have a new podcast. It's called You Made It Gross.
Nice. Or just tell someone, "Oh, you're so goofy." We're like, ah.
Yeah. That's what my wife and I call having sex, but that's only because I always go when I finish. That's a
Posing for pictures with Goofy at Disneyland now is a much different.
just I'm done.
Oh man.
Mine is called Pluto, but that's just because I have a space laser. Anyway, let's start reading the tips. Tips. Tips are coming in. Speaking of goofing, tips are coming in. All right. We got $20 from Meg Bagley on the Venmo, says Jen from the Village Crazy Lady. We got $10 coming in from the Taminator. Jen and Baby the Cable Kid in the bronze baby mask did me in. Please share your registry with us so we can buy something for the one who doesn't exist yet. Buns says, Jen, you're awesome. So the last big batch of kids was baby boomers. So the name of your babies, is it Pandemic Puppies, COVID Crazies? That would actually be a fun game. That'd be what's the pandemic generation. $5 from Colleen Hansen for Jen. Babies are expensive. We got $10 coming in from Kim Stewart. Jen, you are hilarious. Taylor tipped and said, fantastic set from your friendly SDSC tech. That was very nice. Abby Wright threw in $5 and says, Jen for the baby shower. And Frank Berman threw in $5 and says, Jen, great set. Lots of tips coming in. Jared, what do you got on your end?
Yeah, goof on my tits, daddy.
Oh my God. As Jen backs out of frame.
So can someone else read the YouTube?
I never, ever want to hear that again.
Yep.
And I also never want to see Jared's search history. But Jared, go ahead.
You're a queen.
There are certain differences between Jared being here and Rachel being here, and that was.
I think that should be the back of the Hungry for These Nipples shirt. Should say "Goof on my tits."
Goof on my tits, daddy.
Ah! Oh God.
Okay, we got some tips for Jen here. Brad Clark sent $10 for Jen. If you want more money for the baby, you could sell tickets to the baby shower. Peter Amsel sent 10. Jen, haven't laughed so much in a long time. Amina Soleil sent 5. Careful, Jen, those sexy moves is how you got pregnant in the first place.
Oh, you can't have me twice.
It's the monosolid.
Also, Patrick Yoakley got hit by lightning twice. You can get pregnant twice.
Definitely. Technics sent $2. Jen Bauer's groupies are known as the Goofed Troop. Gross. Lisa Logan sent $10 to Jen. Loved your set and congrats on the baby.
Thank you.
Looks like we got 2 more. $5 came in from G. Jen, you're amazing. Thanks for making me smile before work.
Wait, the poll. What
I saw
was horrifying, but the second choice.
Sorry, I got confused with the poll happening. Sorry, I did that one already.
Hayden also said he resigns as our T-shirt designer after I suggested that.
Also, by the way, Jared, do your job. Quit goofing off.
I'm doing it. You guys could see that. I didn't think you guys could see me pulling a tube in down here.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but the word goof is really 2 words. Go off, which is not right now. It seems weird now.
It's really 2 words. Go of.
We also had $10 from.
It's a good point.
We also had $10 from Chill Lead Dog. Jen, here is money. You are funny. Real to the point. Real to the point. We also had a couple of generals. Technics Jarrett for goofing on these tips so well. Love ya.
Also, by the way, there's one that came in and it says, "Here's change, Jarrett. You are strange."
Okay, that works for me. Technics also sent $2. Said special sexy SDSC Saturday show super chat shout out.
Wow.
He also sent another $2 for Dula Oblongata. Wow, underappreciated, Ben.
Thank you, sir.
And Eric Franco sent $10, and he sent a sticker, an animated sticker of a pear character flying in the air with a red cape and a smile on his face. And the reason why I know that is because the description is what popped up in the tip window.
Yes, that's a fun running thing. And also, by the way, I do want to point out that Jarrett nailed that tongue twister with no problem whatsoever.
Damn right. My fiance is a lucky lady.
All right, we got a couple more things coming in. We got Anna Hood threw in $10, says for Jen, loved your set. We have an anonymous tip, says for Jen, for you, enjoy the crazy one that is going to come out, $15. And we got Matthew Plummer, and again, Matt, the opposite of Tam, says, Jen, hilarious, and you make me even more happy than usual that I can't get pregnant. So.
Also, new name for hand towels, goof-offs.
Oh.
You know what? I had an idea, but I'm moving on. So, a couple generals coming in. We got on the Venmo. Tam says, if an early show is causing Ben's issues today, what do we blame Ben's dysphagia during yesterday's show on?
I forget what dysphagia means.
Speaking.
What?
Difficulty speaking.
Oh, I thought you said he was leaking.
Oh, that was 3 episodes ago.
Did I have dysphagia yesterday?
All right, we got a couple more generals. Cass said, since we're sharing, I'm a Western European mutt. English Northwestern European, 33%. Scotland, 30%. German, 11%. Wales, 9%. France, 5%. Italian, 7%. Ireland, 3%. Spain, 2%. I have no idea if that adds up to 100. I'm just going to take your word for it. And then Dana threw in, and I think I didn't read this one yet, said, and Ben, when did you stop eating the edibles?
I don't believe I said I stopped. I said I had some last night. I didn't put an end date on it.
And Jackson Woodburn throws in $5 and says, a Goofy movie will never be the same.
I feel like that's what everyone's focused on, not the miracle of life, just the preamble.
You said it before. Billions of people have been born. It's not a miracle. Goofy, fucking hilarious.
And you said my dad goofed in my mom. I mean, it wasn't like it was a great line. I mean, we're not going to not talk about goofing in people once that's said as a... Like, here's my question, Jen. Did you write that in the joke, or is that what your dad literally calls?
I try not to talk sex with my dad anymore. He used to just take us on tours of our hometown and be like, made out with a girl over there. I'd be like, why? My boyfriend. Like,
be like, and why are you pointing the alley behind a Kohl's?
I could see myself doing that. I used to be good with girls. Also,
you're like, I made out with someone over there. Be like, Dad, that's a hot tub. Be like, yeah, it is.
Also, Steve, don't look down upon the alley behind a Kohl's. Where else are you gonna make out with the manager of a Kohl's?
In the fitting room, Ben.
Nah, dude, you can't put more than 3 items in there.
Yeah, they got to get it off property. They get in trouble, Steve. They have to get their official break and clock out. It's a whole thing. I don't know if you ever, how many people that work at Kohl's you fucked, but it's kind of a process.
I'm more of a Sears guy, so
That makes sense.
I used to be more of a Sears catalog guy, but then I met.
But then he turned 22.
You said that was a joke. I'm like, that checks out.
All right. Also, Patrick Yoakley throwing in $100 for Jen and says laughs are always enjoyed while chasing twisters.
Nice.
By the way, he's a storm chaser. That's not like a sex move.
And he's in the car chasing storms right now. He's in the car chasing storms right now.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be a big storm week, right? It's a big storm
Yeah,
week.
it's a huge storm week.
Not only.
Truck? Like, I feel like we could do one of these.
Oh, that's a good idea. Can we do one of these? Patrick.
I think it's a regular truck. I don't think he's in a semi.
Yeah.
They still have horns. They still have horns.
Yeah, but not one of these horns. She was doing the.
Wow.
Look at the storm sky ahead. Look at that.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a stormy ass sky right there.
Oh,
Patrick
clouds.
Bird don't go chasing waterfalls. He's like, I won't. I'm
Yeah.
gonna up it. I'm gonna up it.
That's either a storm or just a regular day in upstate New York. So
That'd be really funny if
Either
somebody
way,
was a
thank
bad.
you. That's so nice.
That'd be funny if someone was like a really bad storm chaser and all they do is just go find like drizzle.
I'm sorry. Going and finding drizzle is referred to as goofing. Apparently.
The more Jen talks about her dad, I'm like, am I Jen's dad?
How many wives have you had?
By the way,
You
while
might be
while Patrick's tip was very generous, you guys have definitely seen old people with their metal detectors at the beach. They find a decent amount of change. Can you imagine how much change comes out of a tornado? A lot.
Yeah.
There's just loose money everywhere after those puppies. So
So maybe
Yeah.
the hail before storm isn't really hail.
that's correct.
I love the idea that Ben's just like, yeah, the side effects of a hurricane. Yeah, a lot of devastation, whatever, people die. But have you seen how much change comes out of the couch cushions when they fall?
Incredible.
That's Chrissy's favorite thing. Chrissy's favorite thing is finding change. Like, ooh, a quarter. She gets so excited. So whenever I've changed, I just throw it around our apartment. I call it feeding the birds. I'll just throw it around our apartment. And she gets so happy when she finds a dime. It's like hilarious.
So for your anniversary, you just walk around the neighborhood, just dropping a bunch of change and hoping that
I
she'll
mean, I
find
literally
it.
drop change everywhere because when she finds it, she loves it. So
I mean, I guess that right there is a 99% Ashkenazi Jew result on a test without even taking it.
That is a joke that I disagree with, Ben. Okay, let's.
I knew you wouldn't like it. I didn't like it either, but it also popped in my head. And we say inappropriate things, so I went there. I'm Jewish. I can make the joke, okay? Ooh, a dime.
That is not. I veto the last minute of the show. Anyway, Tam threw in $2 for a general and says, "I'm getting rid of the cleaner I have called Goof Off Heavy Duty Remover."
hey, sometimes
Yeah,
you
there is a cleaner called Goo Be Gone, and I'm glad now it's not called Goof Be Gone because that would be worse. All right, Jared, are we caught up?
We got one more from Mike71, $5. He sent a super sticker of a pear character holding his belly and laughing out loud.
To act it out, Jarrett.
I did.
All right, let's get.
No, you have to hold your belly and go.
Now you look like you're goofing. I don't need that.
Before we introduce our next comedian, I'd like to introduce you to our new sponsor, Googon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have an accident, make sure you use Googon. Googon. It feels fucking great.
Sad that whole bottle was full, Ben. All right. Had to use much Googon, have you, Ben? No.
What's even sadder is that I ran so fast I knew you were about to introduce another comedian that I sat down and rolled my rolling chair over my foot. Our Googon! Ow!
What's happening?
Well, that's what they call it, the horniest place on earth. Happiest place on earth. That's why they call it the fappiest place on earth. Should have got to that joke quicker. Should have got to that joke.
How do you think he lost his 2 front teeth?
All right, follow that, Dave.
All right, coming next, Jen Saunderson's dad, Dave Williamson, everybody.
I don't know how to follow all that. see Jen dancing around, and I know I've been all jacked up on a couple cup of coffees too. It looks like we got the game mixed up and thought we were actually supposed to do cocaine for the show. I am thankful to do a set. I appreciate you guys. I've not been nearly as productive as Jen. She's making human beings during quarantine. All I did was grow a full mustache for the first time in my life, and it was good to know that I actually could grow a full mustache. I've never tried before, but I also got to say it was a weird time in history to look like an undercover cop. That was definitely I also am grateful to do a show because things happen to us as comedians and we're always like, oh, I can't wait to put that on stage. And then we don't have a stage right now to put it on. And something happened to me last week and I've been dying to talk about it. I was at the coffee shop and I walked out and there was two guys sitting there facing each other and they had their hands clamped like this. And so I immediately go like, hey guys, you guys about to arm wrestle? And the one guy looks up at me and he goes, I'm praying for him. And I was like, oh, fuck, I just interrupted like a big moment here. So I just leaned into it. I go, I like your confidence. My money's on you, bro. And I'm like, that's going to be a bit one day. Super chill with all this like political stuff going on and all the like wear a mask, not to wear a mask. I'm a very laid back guy. I'm like, you know, if they say wear a mask, I wear a mask, whatever. But I found out that I definitely have a little bit of that in me. And the way I found out was last week I took my family paddleboarding down in Long Beach and they tried to make me wear a life jacket. And then I turned into someone I did not recognize. I was like, do you really think I need to wear a life jacket, bro? I mean, I'm a very experienced waterman. This 18-year-old kid's like, hey man, I don't know, I just fucking work here, can you please just wear the life jacket? And I'm like, you show me in the manual where it says a life jacket actually saves lives, and then I'll wear a life. And the guy's like, dude, please, I just think it's like an insurance thing or something. And I'm like, look, if I drown, then you could just, I'll sign a waiver. All right, we'll work on that. I think it's got legs though. So the last show I did before all this stuff, before the clubs closed down here, I came out on stage and my opening line was, I'm a dad, if you couldn't tell from my, and I was going to say haircut. And this drunk lady interrupted me and she yells out, from your dad bod? We couldn't tell from your dad bod? And I immediately felt offended. Not because I care what she thinks or I'm uncomfortable with how I look, but just because it's a dumb joke. It's a stupid reason to interrupt me, you know? Like, it's everyone uses that cliche joke, dad bod this, dad bod that. Even my mom sent me a t-shirt that said, over my dad bod. When your sense of humor is on par with whatever Instagram ads are targeting my mom, get some better fucking jokes, all right? But it's just not accurate. Like, I don't look like this because I'm a dad, you know? Like, if anything, I'm in better shape because I'm a dad. You know how much fewer vegetables and more barbecue I would eat if I didn't have to live longer for my kids? A lot. Like, I might look like this because I'm a man in my 40s and I don't have metabolism anymore, but I haven't changed a single one of my habits whatsoever. I might look like this because I'm a husband who loves my wife and I'm not trying to pick chicks up at the bar and I can't think of any other reason to do a sit-up other than you're trying to sleep with strangers. I might look like this just because I'm a human being in the year 2021 and life's hard. I can't remember which one's an HMO and which one's a PPO, but I better figure it out soon because open enrollment's closing and that's stressful. So I take a nap. I'll figure it out tomorrow. That's why I look like this. Like, if we're really going to nitpick it, it would make more sense to say mom bod, right? Mom bod. Because if you're a mom, Jen, you know, like your body is actually going through something hormonally, physically that would alter its appearance. And I think that that's actually a compliment to say, hey, mom bod, you know, it's a badge of honor because moms are the greatest people on earth. They should be recognized. But with that said, nobody in this fucking room would ever look any woman in her face and say, "Hey, nice mom bod." So why is it okay to throw up my set and fucking insult me? That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Dave Williamson, everybody. Dave Williamson and his mom bod. Please, tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube. Dave, I will say, very, very funny set. You lost me a little bit, though, at getting angry for someone interrupting you during a show. They're just trying to participate. Like, let them have fun. They bought a ticket. They paid your
They're just not allowed to laugh, Dave. Is that what you're saying? They were just laughing at the jokes. They were just laughing at the jokes. They can't just laugh at the jokes.
Hey, when clubs open back up, I'm gonna be cool with it. Someone's gonna heckle, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, just thanks for being here. I appreciate you."
Oh, I have said that about, like, the first time I go through an airport and they fucking violate my rights. I'll be like, thank you.
Yeah.
I've always said thank you when they do that.
You're gonna be like, "Hey, man, you're just doing your job. It's cool."
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You want a cup and squeeze? It's fine. Do it. Go for it.
Ben, you've been here 5 times this week, and you don't have a ticket for an airplane ride. What is going on?
Yeah, Steve's gonna turn it into a hug. Just be like, "I miss people." It's not like I'm
Might
trying
be
to
cocaine
do
in my
shit,
ass.
buddy.
Don't look, though.
Now, I'll just be like, look, if you got to put your hands all over me and check to see if I have explosives, wink, wink, explosives, wink, wink, and they're gonna be like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
I like to look at the guy right in the eyes and go, "You don't have to use the back of your hand."
Hey, this is what
Pressure,
friends do.
or I'll
It's not
goof.
like I'm trying to goof.
Oh no! It's a magic word.
Why'd you get kicked out of the airport? I goofed in my pants during the security check.
I warned him.
Can't
All
have
right,
tap
so
dance.
we got some tips coming in. The Bunt throws in $5. Says, "Well done, Dave. I like your confidence. My money's on you."
Nice.
Frank Berman also throws in 5 and says, "Dave, you're right. You're not supposed to be on coke during the show, but it does help." Matt throws in $5 and says, "Dave, fantastic set." Kim Stewart, $10. "Dave, so funny." Tam throws in $5 and says, "Dave, goofing around and making mom bods lead to dad bods."
All true. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Garrett, what do you got on
And,
your end?
Hey,
I
I'm
got-
not. I was just gonna say I'm not pregnant, but my kids are both at the age where they need braces, and that shit's expensive. So thank you for the tip.
Well, you shouldn't have beaten them up so that they. Oh, different braces. Sorry, I'm.
Yeah.
That dad bod. What's that?
I said it could still be the face, and then I
Oh my
felt bad.
Yeah. Hey, look, things get
Good
Ben,
mom.
you didn't say. Wait, did you say no? You can beat kids in the face. That's not easy to do.
For the joke! For the joke!
You're about to be
works.
mom.
No, hey,
Do we have to call future child services on you?
Feel like she's gonna hit a kid.
hey,
Oh my god. I just get the sense, guys. Just be on the lookout. If you just want
Real
to.
sweet and nice and dances a bunch, but I really feel like there's a dark side there. That
hey,
To save Jen, I will change topics. Remember when that dad bod story? When that dad bod story? Oh, she loves kids too now. Ooh, okay.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Jen. I do have some tips for Dave if we wanted to find an out.
Yes.
Dean, I think his comedy was pretty good, but go ahead.
It has some
we
tips.
got
Ben has some notes.
yeah.
$5 from Lisa Logan for Dave. Great set. Thanks for the laughs. Z Bunster sent $5 and said, "What the heck is on Dave's t-shirt?"
It's Buffalo, I believe. It's from a 5K I was forced to run in Iowa when I was on the road.
All right.
Nothing exciting.
You take weird gigs, Dave.
Did
I
Also
do.
got
Did
It's
Kreischer
called I take all of them, Steve. I don't say no.
well, Also got 2 generals, one from Technics. Dave, Bowers, and Jarrett aren't praying but goofing off. And Dan Conroy sent $5 super sticker. Pear character holding his belly. Oh, I did that one already. Never mind.
Could have been another pair character holding
Oh
his
no,
belly.
yeah, it was 2. That other one was from Mike. So sorry. Dan Conroy sent a pear character holding his belly and laughing out loud.
Holy shit! For a second I thought that was a pear. That was a fantastic impression.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. We just got another tip for Dave. Chill Lee Dog sent $10. Dave, that was great.
And Bowers sent $10 to a chili dog and said that was great.
Wouldn't be the first time I've sent a chili dog money.
So one of the things that happened this week, Jarrett did a phenomenally funny video. And I wanna share this with you. This was actually Ben's idea to share this. But if you like it, it's my idea. And so, but yeah. So Taylor, can we get screen share ready?
So
All right,
I'm
cool.
I'm ready to go.
Jarrett, share
It's
the
not only hilarious, but your singing voice is incredible. You could be a country star.
I don't want to warn anybody as to what this is.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
Wow.
Never fuck a dude doesn't wear a mask. I guarantee that dick is trash if he's a dude that don't wear no mask. You gotta be real selfish to not wear a mask. It's dumb. And if a dude's as selfish, he ain't gonna make you come. If he won't wear a mask, then he won't ever make you shout. He won't try fun positions. He won't even need you out. The simplest thing in the quarantine. Better off just going home. Fucking your dick machine. I call dildos dick machines. I call dildos dick machines. It makes perfect sense.
Oh, yes.
Thanks so much, guys.
Jarrett, what is your country touring name?
Oh my god.
Just Jarrett Berenstein, country Jarrett Berenstein, country Jarrett Berenstein, and that's my country stage name.
He's Goof Brooks.
I gotta tell you though, I cannot tell a lie. I only wrote the lyrics and performed the song. It was written and sung and the music was performed by a friend of mine who is a pretty successful actor, like a commercial actor. You've seen him like bit parts in like all the television shows and everything. And I told him when he helped me write the song and everything, I was like, "It's so great. Do you want me to credit you or anything?" And he was like, "No."
Please don't, actually.
Wait a minute, so that was you lip syncing?
Yeah, that was me lip syncing. Yeah.
Wow, so that was not your amazing voice. Is this the first time that you've lip synced a project? No, I don't believe so, Ben. I very often lip sync.
Yeah, by the way, it is incredible. Abby points us out in the chat that the glasses you wore in that are the same ones that are in my Airbnb. Even though you're in New York.
Yes, that was crazy.
Oh my god.
First, I
Wait,
thought the
you're
song
in
was
New
about
York
not
right now?
fucking you, Steve. That's what I thought the song was about.
I wear a mask.
I'm so glad you guys liked the video. I worked really hard on that.
It was good. Yeah, I really liked it. It was very fun.
Thanks so much. And
Very
I gave
fun.
you an extra lyric because they needed on one thing that on the Instagram they were sharing, they wanted it to be 62 seconds. So everybody else that saw it only saw 59 seconds. They didn't see the "it makes perfect sense" part, which I know is a huge deal.
That was when it kept going after the second I called dildos dick machines. I'm like, oh, there's the rest of the song. Oh, it's just one more line. Okay.
Yes, and the way it really ended there without any kind of ending, very abruptly and kind of confusingly, that was a perfect touch at the end. I love that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That was my intention.
Real shout out to country music being terrible. I thought you did a great job.
That makes me love country. I love country, and I feel like that would be. I was singing that song in my house all day yesterday.
Oh, I would totally like country if it was that. If it was like country music that made fun of them, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's a new genre called forward country.
Ooh, I don't like how hard you hit the word them, Steve. I don't know why I'm bumping.
Them. I'll hit that word harder. All right, they're a bunch of goof.
Are we caught up? Are we time? Was it time to play the game? What do we got coming?
Yes, let's
Derek
play the game.
Berenstein's my favorite artist. Let me just say that right now. I used to fuck without a mask until I heard that song, and now I fuck both with and without masks.
I do have 3 generals that came in. Technic sent $2. Said, Jared, is that your G face? I heard. $5 from Amina and $5 from Dana Z Bunster. Yeehaw, Cowboy Princess.
Nice. Also, Gretchen in the chat just said Ashkenazi country, and Kim Stewart. And by the way, this is not one. Kim Stewart threw in $5. Says, Dave, another 5. Jester Park is in my neighborhood, and you're correct. It is not exciting around here. Tam throws in $2. Says, Jarrett, the best part of sharing your video was seeing how many of my conservative family members at least watch some of it via stories. Nice.
And also, really quickly, if you guys want to get ready to screen capture this, I'm about to screen share, if it's okay, Taylor, a perfect virtual background for you created in the chat here by Brad Clark. Feel free and screen share and enjoy this. There you go.
What?
Did it not work? What happened?
Yeah, we
Just
didn't see
the
it.
black screen.
You just said
That was awesome.
That's pretty sweet. How about now?
I was like, that's pretty esoteric for Ben.
How about now?
Screenshotted.
Is it not working?
Nope.
No.
Pretty weird.
Put it as your background.
That's a good idea. Well, this joke's not going to land now, but it's okay.
All right. Meanwhile, Meg Begley threw in $10. Since Jared, it does make perfect sense. And
Brad Clark has it as his background, and there you go.
He's not goofing.
I goofed too soon.
Yeah. He goosed before he even started.
I wish
Actually,
I could.
appreciate that. One of my friends, I have a text chain with all of my friends from high school. We're all still pretty close. And every time I drop a video, they always look for embarrassing screen grabs to share. And they found like 4 that are like that. That are like my face and the words "dick is trash," my face, and caution, do not fuck.
All the things we assumed about you in print now, verified.
Yep.
Wait, can I say I think Jarrett is my favorite humble bragger of all time. He's dropped on us. I have to tell you guys, full disclosure, I didn't sing that, but it was my really well-known commercial actor that I can't tell you his name.
What are you talking about? Is that a brag? I'm hyping up my friend.
Hold on, Jarrett. Jarrett, let him finish making fun of you.
Okay.
I was gonna let it slide until you just dropped. I have a text chain with my high school friends. We're all still really good friends.
I like how Dave thinks that just normal life facts about somebody not being removed from society is a humble brag. Dave's like, and then he was like, I ate 3 meals yesterday and I've talked to my parents. Humble brag.
No, I do get what Dave was saying. The idea of dropping oh, my close friend that does commercials. You'd know him, but I can't. He's too famous for me to say.
He's not.
The idea of I have a text chain with my friends. That's a thing that people do, Dave.
Yep. Also, nobody is jealous of knowing commercial actors. That's the lowest rung of acting.
Yeah, did Jake from State Farm sing that? If not, I'm not impressed. Okay.
The very end of that song, he goes, "Can you hear me now?"
So Cass throws in $10 and says that she wants that song as her ringtone. And Abby throws in $10 for Jarrett's amazing video.
Nice.
I want that song as my ding dong tone. You know what I'm saying? Goof.
What?
Whenever I have sex, I play a jingle.
He never played the jingle.
And you don't play 2 jingles.
Never played a jingle. Are we caught up?
We are caught up.
Steve, we caught up on your end. Let's play the game.
Yeah, the last jingle Ben played was the "Where's the beef" thing from Wendy's. That's how long.
Let me tell you, I almost fucked a couple of those old ladies from that commercial back in the day.
Barbara Streisand got in the way, and then they were like, "Where's the beef?" and it ended. Anyway,
I almost made some memories.
let's do the game.
Somebody just made a sound that was so weird.
Let's do the game.
All right. Starting off with the non-paid entries. We got Marissa Francis Harnedy just said crack burgers.
Nice. So this is, as a reminder, this is Cocaine Shark Tank.
Yes,
We
Cocaine
should
Shark
remind
Tank.
people this is Cocaine Shark Tank and not just what Ben ate when he had the munchies.
Let's also remind people that Queen Jarrett's dick is trash.
Did you put up the screen grab? Did you do it? I mean, all right. We also had one from Dizzy by Nature. Sneeze guard for your Coke mirror, which would have helped Woody Allen in that one scene.
And would end up with very swollen lips. Because you keep banging your face on it, trying to get to the Coke.
That's right.
Okay.
Last unpaid one. Oh, yeah. Last unpaid one. Paul Harvey. Cocaine drip alarm clock.
That's pretty solid.
I'd finally get out of bed.
Yeah, eventually you're going to be up out of bed.
Yeah, suddenly we're doing a show at 5 a.m. Actually, I'm kidding. That's when Ben is normally up, so that would be fun.
Exactly.
I literally had a dream all night last night, or rather yesterday morning when I woke up, when I kept snoozing, that I wonder if we could create some kind of a show that entertains people in 15-second chunks every 9 minutes while they hit the snooze button. That was my big business plan while I was not waking up.
That is one of my favorite things, by the way. Did you see Mike Baldwin's Facebook post about his new science business plan?
No.
This was fantastic. It's on his Facebook. Go check out Mike Baldwin's Facebook, regular on the show, where he had a post about how, basically how maybe you can create power. You know, if we need alternate ways of creating power, maybe we could use like a giant magnifying glass, since that could create power. And so I replied that is a very large idea. In fact, it's so large, we should call it so-large power. Maybe solar power for short. And the entire comment thread is just people being like, we fucking have this, Mike. We already have this. It's amazing.
Most of those people were ants. Most of the people were against the magnifying.
They're like, I'm tired of big magnifying glass coming in trying to ruin our government.
I mean, some uncles were against it too. Hey-o, good night, everybody.
Hey, there it is. All right. Are we ready for the front row entries?
That's right. Yes, we are.
So Taylor just called.
Oh, yeah. Tam.
Nice.
It's the cowboy hat.
I just have one. Get a group of amateur investors together to buy a stock shorted by a hedge. Never mind.
Bill Thompson.
I'm in.
BT, you up?
We can't hear you.
No?
Nope.
No, we'll come back to you.
All right, Gina from New Zealand.
Okay, I've got really comfortable earplugs.
Nice.
I've got when women need extra eyelashes.
Good, you have a spare. It's like a spare tire in the back of the car. Brilliant.
Yeah. It's like a Jeep for your face.
Gross.
Face Jeep, I'm in. How much you want? I'm in.
I dated a couple girls that had Jeeps for faces. I'm sorry, go on.
Excellent.
I think that's it for Tina. I think she did her too.
Bill? Yes.
Okay.
And then not again.
Your audio's gone again.
I think your headphones are shorting. Abby.
I've got two. One, a line of body makeup with a really big bottle of concealer to cover the track marks.
Oh my God.
And you know how your grandma had that case with the silver collectible spoons? Like that, but for your Coke spoons.
Coke spoons playing at the Roxy.
Yeah. And a hood.
Every day.
I just have one. Tired of scratching your nose with your straw? Try our new padded snort straw.
Frank Berman.
Yep. So I have, instead of Hot Pockets, Coke Pockets.
Oh my God.
And then I got this one silly one. I don't know if this counts though, but let's remake the movie Pulp Fiction with the Muppets.
That is for sure Cocaine Shark Tank.
That's a wonderful idea.
I would watch that for sure.
Me too.
Okay.
Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
Yay! Okay.
Yes.
I just need just $1 million for 10% in this.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Solid act out, Bill. That was commitment.
And oh yeah, new little or tooth ache stuff for the new baby. Classic cocaine.
Oh my God.
Rub it on her gums. It'll make her feel great.
Yeah.
Okay, mine's kind of weird. So, coaches your chicken on how to lay eggs and save you money. Budget chicken doula. Baby dance parties, tips mandatory.
Oh my God.
And last one. So here's my idea. Move to Pittsburgh and start a comedy commune.
That's not Cocaine Shark Tank. That's Smoking Pot Once Shark Tank. That's what happened to me.
That's it.
Curtis Mason.
I think I might have misunderstood the game a little bit, but I got two.
I'm already prepared.
Cocaine leaf blower for concerts. Make it snow and hail to blow.
I think you understood this game, Curtis.
My second one is a drug vending machine for Wall Street break rooms.
Good idea.
Love that. Cass.
That way you encourage them to get up from their desk for a minute to walk to the machine instead of just keeping it in their drawer.
I have only two. Put the Coke back in Coke. And this one is actually an idea that some Republican posted on Twitter. Instead of a vaccine, how about you give yourself a small dose of the virus so your body builds an immune system to it?
Oh my God.
That was a real comment. I saw that. That was
Dave Adler.
All right, so I have okay. So I've got two. One, since they like going to fast food restaurants and they like the sports, they decided to invest in metal sports to go.
Don't show us that.
And and then the other one is going to be, since they have to keep scratching themselves, instead of having a back scratcher, they just have gloves they can add onto their hands, so they have a longer reach.
Oh my God.
Makes sense. Like 9-inch nails.
Yeah.
There you go. We're full circle.
All right, I'm going to check the front row. Anyone else? Got an entry? Wave at me. All right. Jared, go with the YouTube.
Okay, well, before we get to that, I actually had one person in the front row message me directly because they had to go, but they wanted me to read their game entry.
Gotcha.
Cokehead Straight Razor. It's dual purpose, can cut up your Coke and shave. If you cut yourself, no problem. You're putting Coke remnants directly into your bloodstream. It's Frank Notaro.
Nicely done.
Okay, here are the YouTube game entries. Uncle Randy, 2 words, Coke edibles. Do you get tired going from your couch to go get more snacks when you're high? Coke edibles.
Call them cookies.
G. Febreze with aerosol cocaine.
Oh God.
Finish your cleaning in 1/10 of the time. Amina sent a whole bunch. She sent a bed that electrocutes you when late for sound check.
Also, just quick FYI, I just sprayed this all over my face, and it just actually added goo to my face. This is not.
Braces for your feet, because I'll be damned if I have to look at them fucked up toes, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Instead of an ice cream truck, an edibles truck that plays Snoop Dogg when driving around your street.
I like
Great
that.
idea.
Not bad.
Nutella in a squeezable bottle. That's an amazing idea.
Yes.
Holy shit. I'm in.
Yeah, these are all Amina. A talking fridge that tells you who the bitch that ate my yogurt was. Fridge snitch. I love it. Strap-on wings that give you the power of flight so I can get revenge on the birds that crapped on my car. And last one from Mina. Oh, wait. She already did that. She sent that twice. Never mind. All right. That was the last one. Never mind. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. I've got some more from the Venmo. So Randy Longmire said, okay, so we'll deploy a satellite network that orbits just below Starlink to stop them from steering hurricanes, but more importantly, keeping them from spying on our all-night games of dice.
Yeah.
Jack Dostal has Mayan pillow, the only pillow you can buy with a human sacrifice.
Oh my God.
And the others are just generals. So I think that's it.
All right. Well, there are some good ones. I liked the edible truck. I liked Coke edibles. Budget chicken doula. But I got to go with a talking fridge that tells me which bitch ate my yogurt. That's the one I thought was my favorite. Dave, what was your favorite?
I like the one that made fun of Steve moving to Pittsburgh.
Nice, Ted.
You're from Florida.
Is this where we also share which ones we wrote, or
No,
just
Not yet. We'll tell you.
I like the Coke leaf blower, and I like the Muppet Pulp Fiction, but I gotta go with the talking fridge for sure.
Garrett.
I'm voting Muppet Pulp Fiction. I think it's a legitimately great idea. I love it.
Mulp Fiction.
And what was your favorite?
It is definitely the fridge that tells you what bitch ate your yogurt. Solid idea.
I gotta say, so many good ones, but the talking fridge, that is some good technology right there. I think actually doable with just like some sort of camera system. I think that's actually doable.
The snitcherator.
Yeah, we're gonna invest in the snitcherator, and we're gonna make this happen, and it'll be in the merch store in 3 days. So make sure to pick it up there.
Dave, you got any Coke ideas? Coke Shark Tank ideas?
Yeah, my headphones. My battery died. 1 second.
Okay.
All right, Jen, do you have you want to share yours meanwhile while we get Dave back online?
I got two. A microphone that slows your voice to normal when you're high, so your boss doesn't know you're holding.
Nice.
And then Crystal Coke, same great taste, super hard to find.
Dave, are you back? No. There he is.
I got it. Sorry about
Yay!
How about we invent some AirPods that don't run out of battery in the middle of a show? Jeez. All right, here we go. I got a couple. Ready? Wait.
Yeah.
Bro, what about a burrito, but we put little burritos inside the burrito, but they're not real burritos, they're like pizza burritos. So this is how I knew I was from Florida. Well, when I went to go visit my folks last time, I found a book of inventions I actually made when I was a kid, and one of the inventions was mechanical pets. And I was from Florida because a couple of the pets that I drew were a woodpecker and a raccoon.
I also love that you invented Tamagotchis and just never made money on it.
I've got thousands of those. The one I used to always do all the time was, all right, dude, you know how you have salt and pepper, and the pepper, it's easy to see how much you put on your food, but the salt, it's hard to see how much you've put on. We should have colored salt. And my friends told me I was an idiot, and now it's all over the fucking place now. So who's the idiot now?
You, for not making it.
That's all I got.
Jarrett, you got any?
Yeah, one of these is actually from a friend of mine who's just like a really successful actor, but I can't tell you who it is.
Bastard.
So I got 3. The first one is, Google, but with either one fewer or one extra O. So when people do a typo, we get that money.
Brilliant.
And a new porn site called Goofgle.
Wait, did Jarrett just invent goggles?
Yeah. Goggle.com.
Okay. Second idea is so you know how there are like novelizations of movies, but there's no like songs of movies. So like a really good song that tells the story of a very popular movie. It'll be like good for 2 reasons. People would be dancing and they'd be like, I want to find out what happens to this English patient. Okay, and here's my third one. All right, we don't have great trains here in America. So instead of building high-speed rail, what about roller coasters that go to the different cities?
Oh my god.
I love that idea.
You take a roller coaster from like New York to Chicago, and then every once in a while there's a loop, and you go, woo.
There's a loop in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago has a loop.
By the way, it looks like we missed one from Victoria Scattereggio because I only saw the second half of it. I thought it was just a general. But it was a game entry, so late game entry, which was up to snuff, take zip lining to a whole new level. Sorry about that, Victoria. I thought that was just a comment on one of the others. I just saw the second half of it.
I had one. So it's Grand Theft Auto, but for real. Ben, how many you got?
I got 3.
Steve?
I just got 1.
All right, we'll do yours, and then Ben will bring them home.
All right, I just got 1. It's Fortnite, but for real.
Okay. Cocaine Shark Tank. My first one is there's a guy that has the best coke in town, so he only sells it with scuba gear on from inside a shark tank. You got to really want it. And then 2 is a soda called Coke, which is cocaine with trace amounts of Coca-Cola in it. And lastly, a live streaming show where 4 people, but really 3, but really sometimes a replacement 4th, that come on the air and just basically make fun of each other and also like do like really crazy puns. People tip to do the puns, and so occasionally a pregnant woman comes on and she dances and she gets extra pregnant. And then also I get to auction off shit that I've kept for a million years. People want to have it and they buy it, and it's a lot of fun. And then also we have a woman at the end of the show who draws stuff and kind of characterizes what we do, but it's even funnier because it shows how absurd we are.
By the way, Ben, legit question for you. So when we announced the game earlier today, and you were like, what is that game? You didn't remember that we had played this about 100 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember that you did that same joke last time?
To be honest with you, when I thought of it, a small part of me was like, I feel like maybe I did that. And I forgot that I thought that. And I did it.
Bowers, is that what you were going to say also?
No, I think it's a good idea. We should do a show like that.
I think we should call dildos dick machines. That's my business plan.
Oh, God damn it.
Sorry, I already trademarked it. By the way, I forgot to say, the Talking Fridge won, so claim your prize at sdscshow.com.
Cool. All right, it's time for the song. Ben, let's go.
It is Lady Doodle time. This woman draws the things that we did earlier and make them funnier because they point out the absurdity. It's Lady Corbin.
Your idea would never work, Ben, especially that part at the end. Ridiculous. All right, Muppet, Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Fiction.
Then I have, don't worry, I'm a hyper fascist. Then I have it's crochet. Why are you making up words, Melissa?
That's cute.
I have Hadley coming out of the womb dancing.
Space.
Down, baby.
Can I share something about how much I love Leedy?
Sure.
I have been having her artwork framed for the nursery.
That is awesome.
Leedy artwork from the show.
I'm so honored.
And then she keeps making new good artwork. So I'm like, I'm running out of wall space.
I told Jen. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, running out of wall space and a college fund.
I told Jen when she did this that I hope it just proves to Hadley how cool her mom is. I hope so, because you're gonna be the coolest mom. She's gonna be so proud. You're awesome.
Thank you. And I swear I'm like really pro not hurting children, by the way. Like kids.
You're arguing about it way too much.
Protest too much.
Yeah, likely story. Okay.
Yeah, now it seems like
Then I have Oshkosh Kenazi.
Oh my god.
That was 2000
BC.
That's beautiful.
And I have the joke is that Steve has a 9-inch penis. No, not me. Stop.
I was offended that they took a couple inches off. I think that was rude.
What? How long are we talking?
Longer than the show. Let's keep going.
Why don't you ask Queen Jarrett? Because they dated for a long time.
Oh my god.
I'll never tell.
I call dildos dick machine. Let me just say, we did net dick as trash, okay? So.
I have my money's on you, bro.
That's great.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's Pope Fiction.
I'm gonna frame that and put it in my kid's room.
Then I have 99.1% Ashkenazi Jew crossed out 100% that bitch.
Oh, that is. You have no idea how much 23andMe is going to pay for me to share that. You have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing. That is the answer, but it's very funny. I like it a lot.
The classic TED Talk budget. All right, and then I have a two-parter to end this out. It's Goof on My Tits, Daddy. And then somewhere far, far away, Rachel just got disgusted and she's not sure why.
He's just on a plane somewhere over northern Mexico, just being like, ah.
Got a cold chill for no reason.
Art for my heroes on the Instagram. Wowzer.
And LeadyCorbin.com if you want to pick up any of the prints of those.
Yes.
Or mugs. They come on mugs.
It can come anywhere, I guess.
They goof on mugs?
Mugs, they'll goof in women. Okay. Dave, where do we find you? How do we follow you around, man?
On Instagram at Dave W Comedy, and this Friday I'm doing a barbecue live stream in my front yard through a company called Bear Mountain Barbecue. That's this Friday, 4:00 California time. If anyone wants to get ready for cooking food for the Super Bowl.
Very cool.
I also love that Dave started the show with his cross on top of his shirt, and then at some point he was like, God does not need to be part of this.
The battery ran out of it. So, no, Dave's barbecue is unreal. It's insane. Like, they've talked about it on various podcasts that he's not even on. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. And if you want to listen to my podcast about barbecue, it's called Meet Dave.
Nice.
That's cute.
Very cool. We'll see you next time, Dave. We appreciate that. Jen, where do we find you at?
I am on all the socials, the TikToks, the Instagrams, and the Twitters at Jen Saunderson. I too have a podcast because I'm a comedian in LA, and it's called Everything is Scary. It's a comedy horror podcast with Kyle Clark. So it's fun and silly. And thanks, everybody. This is my favorite show. So,
We love you. We'll see you next time. We appreciate you being here. You can find me at Bowers Comedy and check out at nowherecomedyclub.com. Rachel and I are doing our podcast Origin Stories that starts on the 10th. So check that out. Buy those tickets for Kristen Key first, and then we have Katrina Davis the second week, and then Jamie Kennedy. And then we'll eventually have Jen and Dave. So hopefully. Jarrett, where do we find you at?
JarrettBerenstein.com. That's the best place you can go, but I'm also on all the social. And check out my podcast I do with 3 other great comics, Anthony Capfer, Brett Druck, and Rob Ryan, called Is This Anything? We work on new jokes and riff a whole bunch and have a lot of fun.
Very cool. Ben?
He lip syncs the whole podcast. You can join me tonight at Glebe Off the Top, Crowdwork and Improvised Madness. Special guest Carlisle Forrester. Special guest Lady Corbin, the princess of Mad One's Town. And on following Saturday, Greg Proops and I are doing our It's a G Thing monthly show. It's been about 5 weeks since the last one, since New Year's Eve, so come check that out and enjoy. And at Ben Glebe on all the social medias.
Cool. Steve?
As for me, check out my shows coming up at nowherecomedy.com. I have 2 director's commentary shows coming up in the month of February, including one on Valentine's Day. And also, that video that I did about Robin Hood is blowing up. It's about to cross 600,000 views already, and it's getting about 50,000 views an hour now. So thank you, those of you who enjoyed it and shared it and liked it and all that stuff, and please keep doing that.
My podcast up to 642 views. Very excited about that.
Like all the episodes total?
I'm starting to think we should talk about Robin Hood on this show. So many views. Anyway, anything catch up on before we get the audience out of here, Steve or Jarrett?
No.
Let me double check. I think there's a couple of Venmos. Yeah, we got Kim Stewart threw in $10 and said Jarrett loved it. And Gus Walsh threw in $2 and said, I've always wanted to eat one of Jim Gaffigan's Hot Pockets.
All right. Well, audience, thank you so much for being here yet again. We love you. We will see you on Tuesday at our normal time. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and with special guest Jodie Sweetin's coming back on the show for episode 199, and then Wednesday is episode 200, where I am getting stoned again. Ben has to do poop jokes. Bowers is eating, I think, a green vegetable smoothie. So that's going to be fucking terrible for him. And Rachel's going to do stand-up for the first time.
And she wrote.
She wrote.
It's going to be a
All
pretty
of you laugh
awesome.
no matter how bad or good it is. Always laugh.
I was going to say the opposite.
Yeah, that's why I talked first.
We had practice when Taylor was on. We practiced. We did good.
Oh,
The check is in the mail.
Anyway, so we'll see you guys then. Jared, anything you want to say before you get out of here, buddy?
Nope. See you later.
Bye.
All right. Well, have a good Saturday, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting Steel City. It has been incredible. Special shout out to Patrick Yoakley, who has been incredibly generous in his support. It's been kind of amazing to see it all coming together. I moved there in less than 2 weeks, and we haven't signed it yet, but we just got an offer from a documentary and filmmaker who actually wants to do a documentary about the first 6 months. So if you can't keep track of what's going on, it'll be out in non-movie theaters at some point. So later.
It's called Comedy Powder, behind the scenes. Thank you all for being here with us. Tons of fun. We'll see you again Tuesday. Until next time, this has been This Time. Bye-bye.